what's going on, you guys? It's your boy the FOOTI to the big E here once again with another video. Now this one is one that's going to cause a lot of debate and split probably a lot of my Footstepz followers out there, but I want you guys to get interactive on this one, people. I want to hear your views on this subject to see what you guys think of the outcome of this one and who you guys would pick. So this one is my Manchester United video on what is Manchester United's best midfield options and formation. I was gonna do a starting 11, but to be fair, David De Gea picks himself. Valencia and Darmian at right back is not going to change. Eric Bailey at the back for me is solid, so he stays. If I had it my way and Chris Smalling was fit, Chris Smalling would partner him, and Luke Shaw picks himself at left back. So there's no point talking about the starting 11. So the big debate in Manchester United is, what is Manchester United's best midfield options? Obviously, Paul Pogba picks himself. That one is no date, is not up for negotiation or discussion or anything. So, who is the best partner for Paul Pogba? Right, so straight away I'm going to start off with Mario Fellaini, because just for the simple fact is Fellaini's played the last 2 games for Manchester United, and I'll be honest, he's looked quite solid. He's been disciplined to what Mourinho has obviously clearly put an arm around him, told him he's in his plans. He's put in good performances. He hasn't been as much donkey-fied as normal. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a big Fellaini fan. Only because the simple fact is I do see Fellaini as a bit of a liability, obviously with his rash tackling and his elbowing and grabbing of the hair and then sticking arms in people's faces and whatnot, and it's just, Fellaini is just a ticking time bomb for me. Everything is, but he is smash bang wallop, he will get you goal when you need it, but Fellaini for me just isn't the one. But on the other hand, against Southampton, he played really well with Paul Pogba. Now for me, straight away, I would like to have seen Bastian Schweinsteiger playing with Paul Pogba in an ideal world, but Bastian's on his way out. There's no point me talking about Bastian in this video, and he can't stay fit, so there's no point me talking about Bastian in this video. Another one that I wanted to touch on in this video as well is, do we start forming the team around Pogba and not Wayne Rooney? Because at the minute it seems like we always need to find a space for Wayne Rooney, and I'd be honest with you guys, as much as I'm a massive Wayne Rooney fan, I feel we're getting into the era where we need to start thinking about life without Wayne Rooney and building a team that isn't got Wayne Rooney in it. I know that's going to upset a lot of you guys, and a lot of you might even be happy about what I've just said, but it is what it is. He's coming to the end of his career now, even though he is only like 32. He is coming to the end. He's been around a long time, that's what people forget. He's been around a long time, and I think it's time to start thinking about moving poor old Wayne on. To be honest with you, I think there's players that can play in his position and do a better job for Man United at the minute. Obviously you got Mkhitaryan, and to be honest, I'm a massive Juan Mata fan as well. Juan Mata can still do a job for Manchester United. Me personally, as a holding midfielder with Pogba, I would like to see Morgan Schneiderlin get the role. Great understanding with each other, obviously both being from France as well, both playing for the national team. Morgan Schneiderlin has got a lot to offer Manchester United. I feel that if you're going to transition him into being a holding midfielder, now is the time to do it with the people like Carrick moving on, and Pogba at the minute, he's a box-to-box midfielder, but I feel maybe in a year or so's time he's better suited being more forward. So I don't think 2 holding midfielders is going to suit Man United for long. So with Morgan Schneiderlin, you could definitely mould him into that role and sit him in front of the back 4. And even if not him, Daley Blind is another one. Obviously I've taken Blind out of the starting 11 defence, but obviously if Smalling's out, then he comes in. And that is the one for me. I feel it has to be Morgan Schneiderlin partnering with Paul Pogba, and in front of him I would actually, as much as I hate to say it, I would like to see Mkhitaryan starting some few games. And I know Wayne's the club captain, but as I said, we got to start looking past the Wayne Rooney, and he hasn't been the Wayne Rooney of old of late. Now it might all change. He might kick into life this season. He's obviously off and running already with 1 goal. It is a massive decision I've made to start thinking without Wayne Rooney. But it's one that Man United and Man United fans have to seriously start considering. And Pogba's only 23. He ain't going nowhere for a while. So if anything we're building this midfield around, it's got to be Paul Pogba, and not worry about Wayne, because Zlatan is only here for a season, 2 seasons at most, and then he's moving on, and then hopefully Rashford will be in a position where he can take centre stage with Martial in the Manchester United attack. And Rooney is getting to that stage as well, and he's getting to the stage where we're going to move him on, and he's going to move on himself. So we've got, I think we've got the folds there with Pogba and Schneiderlin to definitely give that a go for the time being. But Fellaini is making a massive account of himself in the 2 games, and Jose really is high on Mariano Fellaini. The question is, what sort of formation do you play? Do you stay with the 4 at the back, 2 in front holding midfielders, and then a 3 formation and the 1 at the top? Personally, you could stay with that, or I would put Schneiderlin holding on his own and then put 2 midfielders in front of him. And if I was going to do that, then I would personally be looking at Pogba and also Ander Herrera. I think Ander Herrera is another massive talent at the club that could do a lot more. Young, the way he dominated the Manchester United team a couple of seasons ago when he was at Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League game was immense. He's got so much to offer to the club. I think he showed a lot of potential in the first season with Louis van Gaal. He scored goals. He showed a lot of energy running through midfield. And personally, for me at the minute, my midfield 3 would be Pogba, Herrera and Morgan Schneiderlin sitting in front of him. And I would have Mkhitaryan out on the right, and I would have Martial where he is on the left, with Zlatan up front on his own. And I'd give that a go for a while. I'll be honest, Rooney's not going to be around for long, people. I see it harder now. We've got a solid team. I find it harder to actually put Rooney into the fray now. Mkhitaryan, once he gets his feet on the ground in English football, you only have to look like last year he was the best player in the Bundesliga. So how can you drop Mkhitaryan if he starts hitting form from Manchester United? 23 goals last season, countless of assists, best player in the Bundesliga, you know. So if he hits the ground running, eventually you can't keep him out of the side. And I'll be honest, when he came on for Wamata the other night against Southampton, he looked amazing. He looked like he was on it. So he's going to start making a claim for himself as well. I think Rooney is under threat. I know he's the club captain, and Jose's going to want to keep Rooney in there, but eventually a manager is going to take Rooney out of there. Now, I keep on crapping on Wayne Rooney, saying Wayne Rooney's not got a place, but I'm just being realistic, and we're talking about Manchester United's best midfielding options. And I don't see him as a midfielder. I don't see him. He played midfield for England at the Euros, and he wasn't any good there. So if he's not a midfielder, he's not going to sit there in the number 10 role all his life. And to be honest, I thought Pogba could do an amazing job there. And I know that, and fill that void. And Mkhitaryan could do a massive job there, if anyone knows Mkhitaryan from Dortmund. So I'm not crapping on Wayne Rooney, but I don't actually see how he fits into the Manchester United best midfield. Clearly Jose is going to run with this anyway, with Rooney playing there at the minute. But is he actually part of Manchester United's best midfield? And I don't really know anymore. I personally feel that the best 3 midfielders we've got to play in a trio is Schneiderlin, Herrera and Pogba. That's just my opinion. I said this video would split people down the middle. It is a debate. That's just what I feel. Is the best option at the minute for Manchester United. But yeah, I'm going to go with that, guys. I'm going to go with Schneiderlin, Herrera and Pogba as the best 3 options in the Manchester United midfield at the minute, providing we say as a 3. And even if you do, I'd like to see a 4-3-3 played and just play Schneiderlin and Pogba and Herrera just either side of him, with Schneider a little bit dropped back with just an out Mkhitaryan and Martial on the left, and obviously Zlatan down the middle. Or even you could go with taking Mkhitaryan out and playing Rashford and playing them three up to two pacey wingers, pacey strikers around either side of Zlatan. But we never know. There's going to be many other formations this season that's going to be played for Manchester United. Obviously, there's going to be Champions League games. Obviously, there's going to be Europa League games, Carling Cup games. Everyone's going to get a chance. So over time, we will see who Manchester United's best midfield options are. For me personally, looking at it, it is Herrera, it is Pogba, it is Schneiderlin in a three-man trio for me. But this is just my opinion, guys. I said this will split you guys, but please drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Manchester United midfield. Let me know who you would like to see in your Manchester United midfield. Personally, as I said, I'd like to see Bastian in there. It's never going to happen. I've got to give up that dream. Bastian's gone, done, finished, finito. So they are my three. I'm sticking with Schneiderlin, Herrera and Pogba, and I'd like to see the comments from you guys to let me know what you guys think. As normal, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, all that lovely business. Remember to tell a friend, tell a friend if you like your Man United stuff. Hit me up at Footstepz Sports, and I'm out of here with another video. Bless and peace, people.